Staying super patient today saved me. What's up, traders? It's Gates here, and today is day number 15 of the $1,000 account challenge. I'm up $9. Doesn't look like much, but it was an exceptional day where we had to stay extremely patient or risk losing a lot of money. It was a gap down day on pretty much everything, and we knew that given the current market conditions, gap down days haven't really been sustaining the gap down. They've been V-shape reversing. So rather than continuing the trend down and trying to go short, I stayed patient and waited for stocks to show me that they were maybe going to reverse, and I went long. Apple was a long idea above $218 today, and so here's the breakdown of that trade. The opening move up on Apple breaks 218, but we don't trade in the first 5 minutes, so we're not concerned about that. Then you get a rejection of 218, the run down to the low of day, and a rally all the way back up to the high of day. Again, a break of 218 here, but we can't take this entry here because high of day is always going to be a potential point of resistance. So I said to the team, I said, we need to see a break of high of day before we take this trade. So again, another break of 218, still no high of day break. Again, another test and break of 218, still no high of day break. And yet again, another test and break of 218, still no high of day break. It isn't until over here that we do get that high of day break, but we wind up taking the entry earlier than the break of high of day. And how would we have known to do that? Well, we used a strategy known as the downtrend trend line break method, where you have a series of highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, until that lower high formation finally gets broken. Then you have a trend change where you get higher highs and a higher low. Now, I don't buy the dip on the higher low because I'm not at that time convinced that this dip is going to get bought. But I said to the team, the moment that we see a higher high out of this, we can go long on Apple for the break of the high of day, the run to and through the high of day, and the breakout run topside. When this happened, I wound up market buying this candle here. So I actually didn't get a fill at the bottom of this candle. I got a fill closer to the top middle section of this candle. So I didn't have the best fill price, and we got the run up into the high of day. I should have taken my profits there. I was looking for a $20 profit rather than a 20% return. That was my personal mistake because we were offered a 20% return. I was just looking at the P&L monetary amount rather than the P&L percentage amount. So when this pulled all the way back, I was nearly break even on this trade. And I said, you know what? I've waited so long all day. I mean, over an hour at this point to take this trade. I don't want to walk away with nothing. So my concern was this might put in a lower high and lower lows, and I didn't want to get stopped out at break even. So the next opportunity that I was offered to take profits, which was about 10%, I went ahead and took the profits on. Now, you could look back and say, oh, well, you made the wrong choice there, but I don't think that I did. It was a very sketchy day to begin with. I was convinced that I wasn't going to take a trade at all. And so to walk away with some sort of profit on Monday versus no profit at all is a win for me. Even though it's only a $9 gain on the day, it is still a 10% gain, which is an admirable trade, and it is still a $9 gain on the day, which is something that might negate a losing trade later on. So the ending balance of the account last week was $1,115.54. The new balance today, $1,123.83, up $9, not including commissions. And we made the absolute right choice by 1, choosing Apple to trade, and 2, taking the entry where we did. My only mistake here is not taking the profits when they were offered up top, so maybe that could be the big learning lesson from this trade today. Is just take those profits when they're offered. So it was a one and done type of day. Monday is more so for setting the tone of the rest of the week, rather than going full force and trying to make all the money that you possibly can. So with that in mind, I'm very happy with today's results. If you're a trader that's been struggling with consistency, then you need to give this system a try. What I'm showing you in real time with this account challenge is that these smaller gains add up over time. Do not neglect the power of compounding interest. Since the start of the challenge, we're up over 10% in the account in less than a month. If you were to take $1,000 and put it into a CD or a certificate with a bank, they are not going to pay you 10% in a single month. So you can laugh at these $9 gains all that you want, but I'm telling you, this is more than what the bank would pay you on a daily basis. At any rate, if you're that struggling trader, let me help you out. Come join the Discord server. Come join the $1,000 account challenge. You can start at any time with any amount. The link to join is going to be in the description of this video. Join the WAP. From there, you'll get access to the Discord server. Thank you for your time. I hope the video has helped, and we will see you tomorrow when we continue the $1,000 account challenge. Cheers.